Where are they from? Well, what is it? Yep.
Third home game in a row for the Gisborne Thistle playing from right to left on the screen in the blue versus second position in 2 weeks. Left-hand side now looking to make early inroads. Weeks off playing locally due to the birth of his second child, and congratulations for that to him and the family if you're watching today. Scally in the middle there, number 7, taking possession. That's Asher Ryan seeing the ball across the line. It's Wānoa now for Thistle. Making the step up this year, of course, after playing second division local football last year for high school old boys. Good switch of play there for Manderson. It was high on the left. Ziggy West Hill playing the left back position this week. And there's a first team debut for Hugo Loidevite as well. In goal for Gisborne Thistle, regular number 1 and captain Mitchell Stewart Hill. Taking a rest this week, which means captain today is Corey Thompson, son of Gisborne Thistle legend Grant. 18 years old wearing the armband. It's got to be surely the youngest in history for the first team. Must be some anoraks out there who'd be able to let us know. Constable David Salmon now on the ball, turns into space in the middle of the park, as we're still underneath him. One's cut out well by Flynn Whittaker. West Hill with the throw, finds Somerton, who went goalless last week, which he won't have enjoyed, especially given Thistle scored 3 and still lost. There's a chance still this week for Gisborne Thistle to broaden the gap between them and the bottom 3, who are the other West Coast clubs. And Peringa will be looking to lift themselves off the bottom of the table with local rivals New Plymouth Rangers having a derby against FC Western today. It's Nick Walker in goal there for Peringa. Almost said Hawara, where of course he's affectionately known as Hagrid. Draw your own conclusions about the reasons for that. Hagrid sends it long. It's an impressive kick, and he's an impressive goalkeeper. Plenty of size and uses both feet. Heard rumours he also uses both hands with the distribution on the throw. The Jags just coughing that one up. Samson Hotas in a battle with Asher Ryan. Sees Wedepahay with the clearance. Ball's going to stay in. It's Jason Richardson at left back for Peringa. Keeping the ball well here, the visitors. It's Appledorn on the left-hand side. Thompson, the captain, comes away with it. Bold pass there across the goal from the debutant Lodewijk. It's worked out for him on this occasion as White's keeping possession and putting a bit of sauce on that pass there for Junior Jimmy. He's been a standout since arriving in Gisborne. Winning the ball well there with a strong challenge and looking to find Jimmy Somerton, his namesake. Hotas now on the right-hand side for Thistle. He's got Manderson as a switch available to the left-hand side. It's one hell of a boot on the big pitch, however. Somerton with the magic feet. That spotty light to the top of the area, looking for the far post. Bryn Kearton just ducking underneath that one. Hagrid going short that time for Kearton. As the Ruben Garcia fan club arrives into the grandstand at Childers Road Reserve. Marty in hand as it should be. Thompson now for Wedepahay. Hotas retains possession but goes quite deep, and it's Thistle starting again now. Lodewijk tidy with his feet so far. Just exchanges with Jimmy under a little bit of pressure here, and so is Thompson. Navigates that from Gully. They've coughed up this one. He's got Treaty in a dangerous position, but Jimmy on hand for the clearance. Early corner for Peringa. Like good treaty to take it. Looking into the mixer, good pair of hands on it for Lodewijk. He's run into contact and doesn't manage to retain possession. It's Whittaker now with the crossover, and Jimmy takes his time to deal with that. Ball switching over and then looking for Somerton up front. Can't retain possession, but Hotas is mauled from behind by Appledorn, but no foul found there. He's come away with the ball. And it's subsequently taken off him by Richardson. Still in possession after that. Skateboarding here. And this time the foul's given. So free kick for Peringa. Looks like Robbie Yule standing over the ball. It's gone directly for goal, straight into the hands of Lodevijk. We'll appreciate that. Early throw as Manderson. Travis White, his first touch. Retains possession, uses West Hill beneath him. Wino and out. Driving forward with the ball, he's got Hotas in space on the right. Goes shorter to Redepahe. Hotas now retains position in front of new assistant referee Matt Miller from the High School Old Boys Club. Challenge coming in from Richardson on Somerton there, but manages to keep it in play and get the crossover. It's Sam in the space in the middle. Thompson wins again at Somerton, around the top of the area where he likes to be. And Anderson looking to get the crossover early, but that one's cut out by Kearton. Long throw from Anderson into the area. It's a touch from Somerton, but it's loose and cleared by Skateboarding. Nice turn there by Jimmy. Outside the foot to Redepahe in space. Much cleaner today than last week from both the teams. Plenty of retained position. Or maybe more than usual. That's Jones with a good through ball there to Ryan. Lodewijk off his line well. There's Walker on the ball. Looks very comfortable. Looking long early for Skateboarding. They do well to win that over Wānua. Skateboarding, a real fixture of Taranaki football in his 30-odd years on the planet. One of several players in this Peringa side who formerly wore the colours of Team Taranaki when they were functioning, along with Chad Jones, the captain, and holding midfielder. Peringa dangerous here. Buck gets into the area, but he's muscled off the ball by Jimmy. He's wriggled away from that one under the attention of Skateboarding, and no foul because Thistle have retained possession. You see the whistle go to the mouth of referee Chris Niven, but nothing came out. And fair play to him, because that was Thistle in possession in an attacking area, and they've got it back now. Strong challenge from Richardson. Hotas goes over the ball there and have to be careful, and that's a clear foul there from Appledorn. Resulting in a free kick here for Gisborne Thistle. It's David Salmon standing over the ball. Looking for Jimmy Summerton, no doubt, at that far post, and it's just about got there. It's Wānua holding space in the middle, and Jones to make the initial clearance for Peringa. Lodevijk now. Pressed by Skateboarding, but plays short to Jimmy. Quattriti venturing out to the left-hand side to get possession, and it's Ryan who skips that challenge from Wānoa. Doesn't get past Jimmy, however, and it results in a goal kick. Short this time from Lodewijk. Here's Thompson in the middle, bit of pressure on him. But composed enough to use Lodewijk behind him. Handed will touch off the thigh from Westhill. He's looked to put away Manderson. Keaton's going to get to that one first. Nil now. We just handed a dead cat, so excuse the commotion, but we're going to get that onto the microphone. It's going to make things a lot easier to hear if that wind bites through. Real life, no media experience here. Summerton looking to get a touch. It's cut out by Richardson. Some agricultural challenges starting to come through. Jimmy does well to find Hotas on the right-hand side, skips past one and the second. And is gently nudged off the ball, you would have to say, by Gully. No apparent foul there, but let's call it an indiscretion. Salmon gets to stand over another free kick. Good opportunity for a little shout out to the player sponsors. David Salmon, of course, sponsored by Kitchen Works. Just clips that one, but it's too easy for Yule, who gets the big head on it. Yule, of course, a district representative cricketer as well. Often heard to say the best cricketer in Taranaki, self-proclaimed, of course. Peringa throw over there on the left-hand side. It's a long one into the box now. Westhill's on hand to clear that. And Chad Jones is about 6 inches too short to keep that one in. It's White looking to spin there, but speeding to it by Galley, but not ultimately. As well to retain possession through a second challenge. Quattriti is the victor on that occasion. Little flick from Ryan. It's cleared away by Junior Jimmy. Worth mentioning, Junior Jimmy, of course, supported on the field by Diggett Gizzy. Big thanks to the brothers Hayes and one of the sisters. Don't believe Courtney's involved in the business other than moral support. More challenges starting to fly in. Wānoa stays on his feet and almost finds Summerton with the outside of his boot from some range. Here's Ryan now. The cross comes over early. Wānoa gets the first headed clearance. It's a good full stretch save from Lodewijk. It's the captain, Chad Jones, looking to take his opportunity there. Jones, of course, former Moturoa player. It must be on shore over in New Plymouth today, or in the Taranaki region, because The man who does like to spend a bit of time on a surfboard. Perhaps he brought it over here with him. Another great leap from West Hill, which is one of his strongest traits, aerial ability. And as he grows in stature and confidence, that's only going to become more and more of an asset. Dangerous crossover as Lordovic at the far post, who doesn't even need to jump because he's 6'5". Anderson looks early, but it's cut out by Kierton, too easy for him, who then donates it back to Manderson for White to release. Meaty challenge coming in there too. As things come down in front of a returning assistant referee in Ben Chisholm, who's on his third fixture in a row, and how we do appreciate a man of his experience in the refereeing fraternity. Jones uses his experience to hold possession there. There's Richardson in the middle. And Apeldoorn outside him. It's going to go back to Yule. And pressure from Somerton. He's got a touch, but not enough to keep possession in the top third. Starting to get a little bit scrappier now, though. Frequent interchanges of possession to be a statman's nightmare, so a good thing we don't keep them. Here comes Lodewijk out early and well to deposit the ball onto the roof of the J.D. Gillies grandstand here. Whittaker now looking early for Squitretti, brings it down on the chest. There's a go from distance. There's a small deflection there, so Lodewijk's going to need to stop this one from going out if he doesn't want to concede a corner, which he does. Plenty of space for West Hill now. Anderson under attention from Whittaker, who wins that one through. Kierton coughs it up to Somerton, who's in a dangerous position here on the wrong side of Yule. And again, no product on that occasion. Looking likely though, Somerton, a good thing for the Jags. So we'll have a drop ball here. Timely intervention from Jason Richardson there. In the middle for Peringa. And Thistle will have to build again. Much more favourable start to the game than last week for the home side. Stunned here by New Plymouth Rangers for them to pick up their first win. Hotas looking to stand his man up. Apeldoorn's up to the task on that occasion, however. Throw in for Peringa United in the bottom corner of the field. This will do well to box them in here. Richardson acts quickly to prevent that one from being a dangerous situation for the visitors. And Hagrid's got the ball for a goal kick. Just a reminder, good opportunity to tune into FIFA Plus at half-time here to see how the All Whites go in their Nations Cup opener. Coverage of football through the likes of FIFA Plus and, of course, Langway Media has just got so much better in the last few years. It's pretty dangerous here. Lodewijk's off the line well. Clears that one up the pitch and away from danger. as the Garcia Supporters Club grows to 5. Or 5, as they would say. Good intervention there from Wānua, but it's a quick throw that sends Squattriti one-on-one with Junior Jimmy, who acts quickly to keep the ball in play. To his credit, and is then blocked by Squattriti. Referee Niven decides on the throw. And same thing again, and bodies everywhere, and bodies blocking bodies everywhere. Fair play though, no decision on any occasion. It was all much of a muchness there. I'm sure Jimmy would rather the no call and for the same type of movement to not be a penalty in the box. Hayes just underhit that one, and it's Ryan again who's found Buck. Gets around Wānua. It's got Squattriti at the far post who looked to square, but it's a good challenge from Jimmy. Great timing there from the Vanuatuan. Here's Richardson. Buck in space in the middle. That one's cut out by Jimmy. A bit of friendly contact between Thompson and Jimmy. And they're just a bit loose here at the back, the Jags. Pass is not going to feet, and the blood pressure of head coach Tim Kramer starts to build. Time for another durry, perhaps. There's Hotas looking to go under. One's out for a throw-in to the Jags. Samson Hotas, of course, number 9 on the right-hand side for Thistle, looking for a player sponsor. If anybody's got a spare Shri Hundi, wants to cough it up. Weetabahey not in need of a player sponsor. Gisborne Hiabs have got his back. Metaphorically, of course, with the centenary strip that all the Thistle teams are wearing this season. You'll be able to see the Bobcats up the top of the screen as well. They're just about to score. And they do. Here's Somerton on number 1 from range. Thinks to shoot. Elects not to. Drops the shoulder, and that is cut out by Kierton. Squattriti, who is just offside by a shoulder. Looks to have drawn the ire. It's on camera. Squattriti is baying for blood. I think what assistant referee Chisholm will tell him here is that Squattriti is probably the instigator. He's going to come over. He's doing a good job with the limp. He's feeling like he didn't travel 8 hours on the bus to get here for this. But he's sent packing by Niven. Looks like the yellow card's going to be coming out for Jimmy here. And wouldn't be surprised to see a second one for Squattriti, but not the case. So Jimmy's going to have to be careful now after half an hour. Squattriti's probably won the battle on that one. If he had stayed down, he might have been looking for a different shade, but he wasn't that unscrupulous. Limp seems to have worn off, and he's okay now. That one had been brewing for a while. There was the altercation in the top right-hand corner of the screen where Squattriti was blocking Jimmy. He's walking now off the left, which is unconventional. Equally so from Hotas. Here's Squattriti, again, no ill effects from the alleged stamp. He's probably missed, to be fair. I mean, let's not dispute that. There was a little bit of niggle there, but definitely didn't hit the mark. It's Jimmy using his body exceptionally well there, and then finding his mate Hotas out on the right, who spins and beats one. He's got Somerton in a dangerous position, but probably plays him just a little bit too early there. Game's starting to be stretched as we get into the later stages of the first half. Well-matched fixture here. Plenty of niceties exchanged between Keaton and White. Salmon in space from distance. He has Hotas on the right, which he goes to. Hotas looking to stand up Harpledorn. Just sort of seem to be patrolling that left side between the two of them. You're staying quite central there for Peringa United, just anchoring their defence. Thistle quite one-dimensional up top, perhaps, with just the lone figure of Somerton with White working off him, who's dropped quite deep. You can see him holding that position in more or less central midfield. Where he's going to be needed defensively now. Gully trying to find Cody Buck there, but not able to. Keaton now with the throw. All the way back to Lodovike, who holds possession. Wedepahay under a little bit of pressure there, but manages to get it away through Wainoa. Hotas now looking for Somerton, but just need a bit more incisiveness in those balls into the front man. Wainoa now. It's got Westhill, who just needs to touch this one once, which he does. Salmon keeping possession with Thompson. Hotas now. It's underneath for Somerton, but just that telepathy's not quite there still. It's Walker slowing things right down here, showing all of his experience. All goes long and low. He's found Squatriti. He goes short and high. Thistle now in position. And that wobbly Childers Road halfway line, which of course is an optical illusion. It's not crooked, it's just undulating. Not sure which way is which. Is left the uphill or is right the downhill? Salmon giving this one up for Thompson to take. Perhaps a captain's call on that occasion. Pumps this one into the area. It's down the barrel and on Yule's head onto the roof of the net as opposed to the ceiling. And now that we know who's playing where, we can move on to investigating the YouTube comment section. Hoping for a sighting of one PK. Once we head to the link, of course, you guys know because you've got the coverage, but you can tell your friends just to Google Gisborne Thistle and it'll be there, and if you look at it enough, it'll come up first thing in your feed. Corner from Sampson has Hotas at the top. Looks for a little lob, but it's just over the crossbar. Plenty of action there in that comment section. The Taranaki chapter is loud and proud as usual. Scotty Scheffler taking time away from the US Open by the looks of it to state the obvious. Thistle head coach Tam Kramer will be delighted to know that it appears that there's multiple commentators. Not sure if that's a compliment or not, but it's a well cut out defensive header from West Hill. Peringa still in position though. Salmon now coming well with it for Thistle as we behave behind him. As we continue to scroll. An interesting statement from Scheffler in the chat there. That the Prem's on a 2-game win streak. You've got to imagine that's because of the presence of Skateboarding, who's not with you today. Not sure of the structure over there, but perhaps they've got a bye. As Ryan just dupes himself with the bounce. Dangerous there for Buck, but Jimmy just toying with them at the back there. Goes long for Somerton. It's the flick, but it's dealt with by Yule. So we're seeing a bit much Taradise, not enough PK in that comment section, a bit dry, the chat. So if there's any chance we can just lift the standard there, really. People are here for entertainment. If they're clicking on the comment section, they want to be entertained, not just inane comments about players' penises. Here's Buck coming away with it, but he's cut out by Wānoa. There's White in the middle. He's got Manderson on the left side. And eventually they'll work their way there. Manderson crosses early. Hagrid's going to eat that all day, but elects to punch instead, which is a curious decision. Perhaps sun is a factor on that occasion. You see the shadows coming over. Middle of the day here though, in the Te Tairawhiti, a beautiful winter's day. Thistle keeping the ball well here. Hotas looking something a little bit tricky, and he's managed to hold on to possession there, but a little bit rough for referee Chris Niven's liking. We're still now for Thistle coming away. Here's Hotas, which is his actual name, for the record. And we're caught up on the comment section. Some heavy feelings going on in that chat. West Hill now. Here's Manderson. It's around Whittaker but not Kearton. One thing that is entertaining is when a complimentary service is offered and complaints come in. So please continue. Spatridi's gone down too easily with sound effects there on that occasion. One's going to be offside from Asher Ryan at the far post. So just a question for the keyboard warriors of the Taranaki region. Greetings to you, because we haven't done you the courtesy of offering that just yet. Premier sort of means top, does it not? So why is this not called the Prems? I understand that there's the Taranaki Premiership, and I suppose this is the Federation League, so you'd call this the Feds, but yeah. Would the second team not be called the Reserves that play in the Prems? Lodevite long throw there, looks fine to us. The fella that's used someone else's name instead of your own, Scotty Scheffler. Not sure if that's spelt right, but anyway. No agenda against Squatriti at all, great player. Just don't generally like players asking for sanctions against other players. The referees are going to see what they're going to see. They just need to leave them to it. That's the reason why we don't have enough referees in our sport. And he's not hurt. So, in my opinion, for what it's worth, nothing to some of you. He should just carry on and play. But it's a game of opinions and everyone's entitled to one, I suppose. It's just nice to have someone to talk to, let's be completely honest. There's White from distance looking to have a go. It's off the thigh of Yule. White now. West Hill has Manderson, who shifts the ball quickly, but Salmon's coughed that one up. Knuckle puck hit there by Yule. It's got Squatriti one-on-one with Jimmy, who gets across him and wins it. It's a little bit of a bear hug and a push there, but he'll have more experience than to get drawn into that, knowing that he's on a yellow. It's White under pressure from Jones, done well to retain possession. Thistle moving forward again as we edge closer and closer to half-time. Wedepahay with the opportunity to cross, does so early. Summerton's flick, but White's not stayed on hand to capitalise on that one. Jimmy now. So Jordan, just to your comment, we just like to try and get the viewers involved here, let's say. And when the opportunity arises, once everything's in order, once we've learnt the players on the field, all that kind of stuff, then we look to involve the audience, which is all part of the benefits of a YouTube live stream. If you don't want us to talk to you, then maybe don't say anything. Otherwise, you're looking for engagement, and that's fine, and everybody feels famous when their name's said in the coverage, so happy days to all. Not everything needs to be a battle. Salmon now with another free kick. This one a little bit closer, a little bit of angle available. Looks for Summerton at the far post, who's there to square it back. One, or steps across, a dangerously high boot, but nothing in that. It's Whitaker with the through ball to nobody on that occasion. Dangerous little touch there from Jimmy with Salmon, who won't have appreciated that, and he's under pressure now, needing to keep up with Asher Ryan. Squares deeper, it's outside of the reach of Squatriti, who berates his teammates. I don't think he's got anything against them, though. He's just made a comment on the action. Thompson now in the middle. Has Hotas outside him if he can catch this one before the byline. Just manages to do so and still keeps it. Taking Appledorn on a bit of a chase there, but it's in the arms of Hagrid. Jimmy now picks that one up quickly. Can't find Somerton up top. Bit of pace in these final exchanges as we hurtle towards half time. Lodewijk again looking composed there. Thompson now outdone by, looks like Galley in the middle there. And the clearance from Lodewijk. Asher Ryan again down the left-hand side, exchanges with Buck, and he'll do well to catch this one before crossing the line. The assistant referee's flag is up, however. Almost sometimes as a commentator on a live stream, I feel like you might be also refereeing that comment section, which is interesting. Jones gets Gutridi into the area, who comes dangerously close to half time. That one's into the hedge, which has been recently trimmed, making actions such as retrieving balls from it much easier. Lodewijk will, about to say look to go long, but it's a cheeky little chip. It's cut out by Galley on that occasion. Thompson under attention from 5 Peringa defenders as we reach our way to half time. Let's all have a rest and think about some nice things to say to each other, and see you in about 10 minutes. Jorin. Right, welcome back to those who remain. You're watching lecturing at Gisborne Thistle, wearing blue clothes, taking on Peringa United from New Plymouth. Thistle, the home side, playing from left to right on your screen now, because once they've played 45 minutes of football, they turn around and they play in the other direction. There's Somerton on the left-hand side, looking to make inroads that he didn't manage to in the first half. He's got Thompson at the top of the area, but the opportunity is spurned. Squattriti there, the number 10 for Peringa, by far and away the most dangerous player for the visiting side. Wily campaigner as well, we'll see. And he's been having a ding-dong battle with one junior Jimmy at the back for Gisborne Thistle. Swotas looks for Somerton. And Hagrid making another clearance. Asher Ryan unable to get that one under control. Wedebahay with the throw. Which is about to be Wedebahay with the throw again. Once he retrieves the ball from underneath the grandstand. There's Wānua. A couple of obligatory foul throw calls from a couple of individuals who might not know the rules too well. West Hill's been gone through there on Squattriti. It's an unfortunate collision with both men staying on the ground. Ball's at the other end of the pitch. In possession of Peringa United, and it's gone out for a throw, and play will be stopped here. It's an awkward one there for Squattriti going across West Hill. Thistle player looking like he might have been the one suffering the worst of it initially, but it's Squattriti now who's looking like he's struggling a little bit. It's his father, Dom Senior, who'll come on. Looks like his teammates from the last couple of weeks in that live chat might have exited stage left, either that or it was the other half of the viewers who couldn't find a way to shut the comment section. But it's times like this, you need something like that to keep it going. You can't really make too much comment other than speculate on a potential injury or ailment or what have you. Doesn't look to be too much in it, but those are often the ones that do the most damage. Skateboarding, of course, a key player for Peringa. He hasn't played their last couple of fixtures, which they haven't won. And the whole team hasn't played since May. He's looking in a lot of bother there. He can barely walk. He'll be trying to find a way to box on. Scored 5 of their 6 goals this season, Skateboarding, and I've got it on good authority that he'd been scoring goals for fun for what is referred to as the Prem's side as well. Good to see former Gisborne Thistle players Leo Macy and Oscar Smith, hopefully future Gisborne Thistle players as well, popping up in that comment section, bringing a bit of balance. I'm sure we can all be friends eventually though, if it's possible. It's Richardson tripping on his own foot there. Referee Niven was aware of that. Here's White now breaking through the air. He's got Singleton on his left-hand side, but he goes for the chip. And he struck the crossbar from distance. A deft little touch there from White. Him and the crew at the overnight service centre down the industrial subs division would have been absolutely having kittens. It's like a Thistle reunion party now with Sam Pato Patterson showing up. Three definite starters there in the comment section. Good to see you all back at some stage. We've got multi-club in the comment section as well as Thompson drives through. Tell you what, credit where credit's due, those Leggett twins from New Plymouth Rangers were the absolute difference in the fixture last week. They got the 3 points by themselves. Can't comment on personalities, but football ability and drive, ambition. Anderson charging that one down. It's Somerton who's managed to win it in front of Yule, but Richardson bearing down. Tidy save there from Hagrid, just reaching out the claw of justice. Somerton would have thought that he was through there, and Walker not kicking off the right. Perhaps there's some sort of injury that he's carrying there. Unsure if we've got unrequited feelings from Peringa Fan TV. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. We're not looking for a roll of the R or anything like that. But no, the Taranaki Premiership can keep itself. For those that, for whatever reason, I suppose, can't commit to the travel. Really good to see three clubs, I should say, from Taranaki taking the step into the Federation League this season. It'll be even better to see at least one of them into Central League 2 next year. That's looking like it'll be FC Western at the moment, who have done really well as a club to bolster themselves and fly the flag for the region. You would have to say they're doing at the moment. Yule's delivery to the far post here. And Skateboarding is still not looking great, but functional, you would say. It's like a birthday cake or something with the lights just turned up into the grandstand, and we'll see if Garcia can get himself onto the field here. The volume of the crowd will pick up immensely. White looking to get under that one. Some hacky sack skills on a couple of occasions there. bit scrappy here, all sorts of things going on. It's a sensory overload in the non-existent commentary box. Hot ass creeping clear and White looks to turn. One thing Peringa are doing is getting numbers in defence. Little tangle there between, it looks like Kierton on that far side, who's found himself in the book. Probably can feel a little bit hard done by for that one. Just awkward in the challenge there. As Skateboarding comes over to the bench to bung in a couple of perhaps Voltaren, perhaps Panadine, perhaps just straight Codral with the pseudoephedrine injected back into the mixture. Guess we'll find out by the way he plays from here. This one now in and around the Peringa area. Matas has a go from distance, but no product. You can see Thistle head coach Tim Kramer patrolling around the area. It looks like there's going to be the substitution, looking like Wānoa could be making way for Shai Avni, the Israelite. Long kick from Walker again. Sapladorn has the flick from Cody Buck, who, memory serves me right, may have shown up himself in a comment section during last season. The captain, Corey Thompson, holds on to possession there. Lodevijk starts things down the left-hand side. Lodevijk, another man without a player sponsor, if anyone's got the cash to help out. There's White on the left-hand side, overpowered by Robbie Yule. Here's that man Buck in possession. Manderson latches onto the loose ball though, and Thompson looks to have a go from distance, but it's going to need to be a lot more venomous than that to get past Hagrid. Jimmy now releases Wānoa, looks to drive but thinks better of it, and Thompson just loses his touch there. Quattriti is marauding down the left-hand side, but the Voltaren hasn't quite taken effect. Ibuprofen, I should say. Keep it neutral. I only want to mention the sponsors that we have. Looking like Quattriti could do with a visit to Dynamic Rehab, to be fair. Thank you to Mark and Matt for the continued support there. Physio Ruth Fletcher on the sideline, looking after any ailments that may come across the Gisborne Thistle players. We'd have Hay looking to get this on the right, but White's blasted at long range instead. Coming in from Apeldoorn, no further than Wirepahe. So it'll be take two. Loose touch from Buck and then attempted piggyback on Hotas. Thompson does well to spot Manderson. All just bent around the head of Kierton there. Here's Manderson looking to stand him up. Kierton's done well to get the first challenge in, but it's Manderson ultimately who's still in position, and another good challenge from Kierton resulting in the corner. Substitution coming up for Peringa United. Just receiving instructions from Dom Quattriti Senior. You wouldn't imagine they'll be wanting to bring Quattriti Jr. off. That's Wānoa ingesting some medicine of some sort. Leave that one to of speculation as to the contents. Salmon's corner. It's good to the near post, but it's into the arms of Walker. Dominant figure, absolutely. It's a nice jersey as well that he's got there. Custom made, surely. Depiction of the Maunga, formerly known as Egmont, on the back. Load of like composed there for Wānoa. His drugs are already working. Lepahay now short for Hota, so look to stand up his man and get around him, but tidy feet. Sees possession recycled. And middle free kick there in favour of David Salmon. Another man sponsored this season by Kitchen Works. Good to see a little player sponsor race, actually, to be fair, and see what company can sponsor the most amount of players. It's Cody Buck making way here. Looks like Reid Young coming on in his place. No information to hand on Reid Young, other than he looks like a local teenager. Let's speculate on that. Perhaps some information from Peringa Fan TV could help us out, get to know our visitors today. Good spot from Salmon there, has Somerton on the left-hand side in space. Supplies the cross system, bends in it, and Waitu manages to bring it under control, but not enough to get a shot off. A long ball early to Squatriti, who's really hobbling along there. Sure he'll have a surprise or two in his locker though still, even with the limited capacity. Gully skips around Salmon on that occasion. Looks for Young on the right, who can't catch up with that one. PK, I thought you'd never ask. Looking at just a cool $300 plus GST to sponsor a player this season, and we will be honoured to whack your name right in that program. I don't know if you'd want it to be PK though. What would you call it? Dicing with it there, Gisborne Thistle. I was distracted by the potential of further sponsorship. They're going to need to not be complacent here. Loadovite brings things under control, just to keep the ball in the area as well. The applause in the crowd's not for Loadovite keeping the ball inside the penalty area and being able to use his hands. It's for the sight of one Ruben Garcia warming up. It's Whittaker keeping the ball with Robbie Yule, subsequently giving it up to West Hill. So White does well to retain possession there, but gives it back up. Challenging situation to continually need to find different ways of saying that possession has been turned over. Now, in the future, when the players watch this one back, I think I might be asking for possession to be retained more often. For no other reason other than to prevent me from being exposed for having such a limited vocabulary. Especially when Rangai Media CEO Shannon Dowsing is off playing football. Not his fault, it's the early kickoff's fault. It's a bit weird having the showpiece fixture of the day being played at 12:30, but such is the nature of travel. And straight down the barrel, Reedy's got the touch on it, but Jimmy's equal to it. That's that danger we're still talking about. Might not be moving very well, but he's at least capable of bringing the ball down and getting a shot off, and that's the situation that it's looking more and more like here at Childers Road Reserve. One's just trickled out of play, and Hotas takes the throw quickly, has Salmon on his inside. Furthermore for White, that one's gone under for Somerton, who just needed the flick, but Yule's done well to cut that one out. Looks like Yule wearing the armband as well for Peringa United, so a sneaky wee substitution that's taken place at some stage. Jimmy just making away with that one, but couldn't quite catch up with it. It's Jack Gunson who's come on into the midfield, and Chad Jones who's been removed. It could have been a substitution that took place at half time. So I can't see the reason why you'd take your captain off unless you'd have to. There's Jimmy again coming away with it. Dominant in that defensive third for Thistle, and not beyond pushing the boat out there, and I think a little bit more adventurous than what most people would like. Somerton's done exceptionally well to win possession there, but just can't retain it. Scrapping away there, really got the bit between his teeth. Meaty challenge from Spatridi. I think that's going to be a card for Whitaker. The advantage is over, but you'll look for referee Chris Niven to bring that one back once play eventually stops. But the longer it goes on here, the more likely Whitaker's going to get away with that one. Drew the ire of Westell immediately, turned around as if to say, why did you do this to me? Good information from Urban there. I don't know if that's a real name, but esteemed Achilles is the allegation. Or is he off for a surf? We know the players have been in the water this morning. We don't know whether they were aboard anything. Motorbike looks to get something started there, but couldn't quite on that occasion. One's gone long from Whitaker into the arms of Lodovite. Languid distribution there, but straight to the feet of Salmon. Position retained for Gisborne Thistle as they come away with it here. Hotas takes the touch inside and looks to slip Somerton, but perhaps a little bit eager on that occasion. Squatrides on the left-hand side looking for the ball, but it's gone out wide to Young. Westhill just standing him up for Jimmy to win through on the challenge, but it's an awkward split for Westhill, which has resulted in position retained. Looks like Asher Ryan there. Here's Galley driving through, but thwarted by Salmon. Comes into the skull of Manderson. Yeah, pertinent comment there, PK. Possession definitely optional. Nobody's really too keen to cherish the ball. Under the watchful eye of former Eastern League referee Jeff Hayward up on the bank there. Local bus driver, former school teacher. A free kick to Peringa for, it's called a little lazy challenge from Manderson. Perhaps it was deliberate to give us the opportunity to mention and give thanks to Genetic Technologies for putting their hand in their metaphorical pocket to sponsor him this season. Looks like Whitaker standing over the free kick. He's bent it to the far post, and it's an awkward deflection off Travis White, but Lodovike is alert to it. It's a nice release from Lodovike as well. Has found Somerton up top, who's grappling with Yule. Peringa United vice-captain, currently wearing the armband, coming through on that occasion. Looking to spray from the back. One's cut out by West Hill. Around about 20 minutes to play here at Chills Road Reserve. Still parity on the scoreboard. Unfortunate slip there from Junior Jimmy. He's done well to cut that one out athletically. Kelly keeps that one in Yule, who dumps one into the area. It's a punch from Lodewyk. A great goal line clearance from Wanoa. He's alert. Had the back of his young keeper there. Here's a Thistle debut coming up for number 15, Isaac Bush. Sponsored by Alan Callett Panel and Paint. As is Ziggy Westhill. He's coming on for David Salmon, who's put in a good shift in the middle today. Bush out of the Kapiti coast. Tidy player, good range of passing in the middle, good attitude, intelligent man. Junior doctor at the Gisborne Hospital. So that's the first heart flutter in a Gisborne Thistle shirt for Lodewyk. Thanks to some alert defending from Wanoa. He's managed to come through that one. Here's Apeldoorn with the throw. Have another one, not for the first time today. One's been donated to the sideline this time in favour of Gisborne Thistle. Squattriti making the effort to come back and retain that one. You've got to probably think that he might not be on the field next week, the way that he's moving. But he's not going to come all the way to Gisborne, cross country, to sit on the bench for any longer than he has to. Jimmy has that one away and he's got Somerton up top. He's managed to keep it in. Now Buell under pressure will go inside to the keeper. That one's fully recycled for Peringa United, who have the ball with Young on the right-hand side. Sweeping manoeuvre here from the visitors, but it's concluded by West Hill. Deflection from Kearton, sees it go out for a goal kick. Got a burgeoning Latin contingent. There's got to be at least 16 or 17 begging for the injection of Ruben Garcia into the fixture. Here's Bush's first touch. Turns well, but underhits his pass on the inside for Squattriti, who overhits. It's another Peringa United throw. Like another substitution on the cards for Thistle. West Hill trying to find a way off the field. This time you'd imagine Avni would come on and take his place, barring a total reshuffle. Here's Yule, ball into the area. Motorbike comes out, manages to get something on it, which is enough to result in a missed opportunity for Peringa United. Asher Ryan that time couldn't get his feet out of the way. Te Tairawhiti coming on here for Asher Ryan. And Gisborne Thistle preparing to bring the man that they all want, Ruben Garcia, on for his 15 minutes of fame. Not wrong, PK, in the comments there. Very much Somerton by himself up front for Thistle. You can see that almost that 4-3-3 shape taking place there, with Manderson and Hotas getting up and down the touchlines. Are we going to see Coach Kramer push the boat out here and shuffle things around? Garcia, of course, last week came on and pegged one back for Thistle. Well taken header at the far post. This referee Niven just finds the free kick there. What you'll think is Manderson here goes to left back, which is the logical choice, and Garcia comes on to perhaps one of the ancillary forward positions. You can hear the popularity of the man. Also looking for a player sponsor this season. And PK, could we perhaps cut some sort of deal that if he scores, you'll do it? Bush now. Wānoa. Incidentally, Wānoa sponsored by Property Brokers, which is his place of work. Don't know if that's insider trading, but gets the job done. Great feet there from Hotas, and Thompson underneath. He's into the area, manages to retain possession, is squashed for White to make the cross. Somerton in a bit of space for Garcia to shield back to Bush. Ball still in the area, still a dangerous position for Thistle. Somerton at the penalty spot. That one blocked by Yule. High tensions here at Childers Road Reserve. Thistle looking to put the foot down. It's a great cross from Hotas, draws the punch at full stretch from Walker. And it's Tuta de Thierry. He cannot hold possession. Garcias with one flick over, but no retention of possession, and it draws criticism unspoken from Coach Kramer. Spins himself out of that one. He's got no help and no free kick. Garcia looking to get away with that one and giving up the free kick on that occasion. Peringa just slow it down. Almost seems as if they'd take a point, and why wouldn't you? One's gone long and into the area. Wānoa up on the head. Hotas with the volley. Here's Summerton again, whipping in front. Looks to beat his defender. Doesn't manage to do so on that occasion. It's Wedeba Hay with the opportunity now, and Bush with the chance to drive forward. He's got men to his right, can't quite manage to get it there. Motorbike off his line well and come back for the free kick for the indiscretion on Gunson. Fixture opening up here. So the dynamism that Garcia brings to the fixture evident in his short time on the field already. It's a clever ball into the area. Motorbike does well to get the hands out. Shot Garcia on the roll. He'll look to drive forward. Obvious target being Summerton up top. Look for Garcia to attempt to beat his man, which he does for one. Slips wide underneath, is into the area, bearing down on goal, and it's probably an under-hits attempt. It's saved easily by Walker. Looks for the drop punt on the right foot this time. Jimmy brings under control, and Wānoa looks to release Garcia early. Fixture's definitely opened up here. Still no goals to show. Almost the converse of last week, where there didn't seem to be that many chances in the 7-goal thriller. Here's Thompson, who's picked up on one and he's away, and the goalkeeper's out. And it's an awkward slip, but an exceptional hand from Hagrid. Maintaining his clean sheet. Well spotted by Thompson, well saved by Walker. It's White in the absence of Salmon, who's going to go over to take this corner. It's got plenty of height on it. Walker doesn't want it. It's gone to the head of Jimmy, and it's gone as far as Hotas, who's free in the area, has a go, but it's blocked by Yule. He has to watch the spin on that one. Hotas does well to get the first challenge in on Squatriti. A little scoop from Richardson, and Bush, who wins that one initially, but doesn't prevail over Appledorn. It's Manderson, who's got Young on his outside. Gunson looks to slip, but Tuta Deteri, not perhaps the dynamism of Buck and Ryan before him. Slodovite going long. Summerton's flick has Garcia, who'll look to use some of the dark arts to whip in here, which he does. Walker comes out, collects his feet, and it's Garcia winning the penalty. Gisborne Thistle with a great opportunity to look to go ahead here in the late stages. Garcia doing exceptionally well to steal in on that occasion. So around about 10 minutes to play here at Childers Road Reserve, and it's Jimmy Summerton, Gisborne's chief goal threat, with the ball in his hand. Good quickness and guile from Garcia there. See Summerton with the opportunity. the lead for Thistle through their number one goal threat, Jimmy Summerton. It's the home side, Electronet Gisborne, Thistle 1, Peringa United 0 after 83 minutes here at Childers Road Reserve. Good to hear some vocal support, vocal home support. It's static. Do you call it a Mexican wave when none of them from Mexico, but it's Wānoa now. Thistle need to concentrate. Skateboarding has a go from distance. Motorbikes alert to that one. They just need to suck the life out of the fixture here, the Jags. Anderson now looking to build. Garcia retaining possession. He's put Summerton away on the left-hand side. This time he's on the wrong side for Yule. Looks to cross across the top. It's Hotas in a good position. Can't quite catch up with it. Richardson's composed enough to step over it and allow for Walker, who's really long throw. That's all of 50 metres on that. Peringa now with the throw. Tuta De Thierry looks to turn Wedepahe and uses the sole of his foot to good effect. Wānoa standing over it for Thistle and Jimmy now in possession. It's Manderson and acres of space on the left-hand side. Fixture at the top of the field is finished. Garcia looking for Summerton from range. Bush finds himself on the top left corner of the pitch. And need to cover in, which White is in position to do. Jimmy brings it down and looks to drive. Now Thistle exposed potentially at the back without their key centre back there, but the ball's too straight from, looks like Galley. Loderbike just holds on to it and looks to run down some time on the clock. Good experience shown here from the young man. He falls on it. That's top-class shithousery there. Someone give the man a player sponsor. Speaking of which, PK, did we have a deal? I mean, does winning a penalty count as scoring? There's Manderson taking as much time as he needs to on the left-hand side with the throw. You can hear a pin drop in the stadium at the moment. Garcia again holding position well, winning another throw. Just showing the experience there. Manderson looking to go long this time. Is it on the head of Keaton? Garcia uses his body well to hold on to it and is struck from behind. Keaton, who's already on a yellow, so needs to be careful. Not what we're looking for from Garcia. Looks like he's okay on this occasion. He's not limping as heavily as Skateboarding was in that first half. Manderson now with the delivery. It's a good one into the area, looking for Summerton, who gets up but can't direct his header goalward. Here's Garcia, who cops that one in the face. He's in the wars. Thistle looking for another substitution here. Looks like Jimmy Summerton, who's making way the goal scorer for Thistle. And it's Shai Avni, sponsored by Neighbourhood Pizzeria, looking to come on. Travis White goes into the lone roll up front and Avni will step into midfield. one's over his head to start with. Skateboarding gets the little flick on it, but Avni recovers well and wins the free kick. And again, Thistle need to just soak up the clock here. Wouldn't imagine much more than 5 minutes left on the fixture. Jimmy getting this one long, has Garcia on the left-hand side. Just to spin one and retains possession. He's going around the outside of Kearton. Scrapping away there to retain possession. Does so, works around with Bush. A big challenge from Yule. And just for a second there, it looked like a decisive call for penalty, but it was a signal for goal kick from Niven. Long goal kick again from Walker. Manderson's header. It's Thompson now. Yule looking into the area. Wanoa's header. Clearance from Thompson. White would do well to catch up with this one if he can, but he's not going to be able to. It's the shoulder of Te Tairawhiti. Avni working hard here to try and pick up position, but Appledorn does well. Sweetie Pahey, Thompson, tight feet. Challenge from the wrong side from Yule. And again, another throw in for Peringa United. Appledorn with the ball in his hands for the throw. Time running out for Peringa United. And for Thistle, that time can't pass quick enough. There's Hotas rolling his feet over the ball and looking to retain possession. It's Agricultural from Whitaker. It's popped up on the left-hand side of the field now. There's Yule at the back, finds the ball underneath his feet. Hotas looking to pressure Richardson. He does well to get his pass away, but Skateboarding's not got many more paces left in those legs for today at least. Really looking uncomfortable. Looking ahead, it's looking like a week off for all the teams next week. Perhaps Federation Cup weekend. Chatham Cup weekend today, of course, if you want to catch up with those fixtures. It's Garcias. Manages to retain possession. Bush using the outside of the foot, but can only seem to find the front. It should, of course, be the final round of fixtures today for all the teams in the Federation League. And information ahead of me suggests that it's Marist in a fortnight, again at home for Thistle, which will make it 4 home games in a row. And of course the missing fixture, which should be Taradale, was another away fixture, which would make it 5. Shades of last season, the travel not travel season, for those that remember. If you know, you know. Deep into injury time now. Lodovic does well to take as much time as he can for the kick. You'd imagine this one goes long. Good experience from the young man there. Yule manages to get ahead on it, but it's only to the sideline. Garcia gets on the right side of him and manages to hold possession. It's fleet-footed. Gets away from there. He's got White at the top of the area who keeps it in front of him. It's a deflection and full stretch over the head from Nick Walker. Looks to go long, and this is danger time here for Thistle. Jimmy manages to get his head underneath that one though, and here's the right man to have it. Niven not looking to give a free kick on that occasion. Garcia accepting that perhaps made more of it than what there was. And that's the full-time whistle. It's a valuable 3 points for the home side. A Jimmy Summerton penalty proving the difference after Garcia's injection into the game sends Thistle into the ascendancy. So it's a good day for the locals here at Chilwell Road Reserve. Thanks for your company in the comments section. Let's see if Peringa can make it 3 on the bounce. Thank you, PK, for the soft commitment, let's call it, for that player sponsorship coming up for Ruben Garcia. And all things being equal, unless it's something we don't know, we'll see you in a fortnight's time.